Hey there, how you doing? My name is Sherilyn, and I am incredibly late to come in and do your daily energy check-in. I forgot I didn't do it. Honest to God, somebody had to tell me in my comments that I forgot to do today. Sorry about that. So this one is for Sunday, October 5th. And again, I apologize. This one right here is going to be for my Gemini's, Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. See, I'm out of it. All right, let's start. We're going to start this on with Gemini. What do we got? The Death card. Starting strong. I was getting to the Fool. Okay. And Justice. Well, pivotal day for you, Gemini. What do you got going on? Okay, so the way that they sit out here, the focus is on you trying to take a leap of faith towards something different, something new. You're trying to, it feels like for some reason you're trying to run away from something that's intuitively, though, I don't know. Anyway, so you are trying to take a leap of faith towards a transformation. Now that's awfully brave of you, but that's what it looks like you're trying to do here. Behind you, you have Justice. So I feel like you feel as though the scales are, maybe you're just turning your back on justice, figuring it's going to figure itself out. If not, then it's saying that the scales have already been balanced out and that's why you're going forward. But I get the feeling that you've just decided, whatever, Spirit will take care of the justice part, right? I gotta move on. And you are being very brave here. You are definitely going ahead and jumping into this transformation. And as we all know, transformations are not normally comfortable or easy. You know, they don't usually feel fabulous while you're in them. They're great when you get through them, but it looks like you are so done with wherever you are currently that you're ready to go ahead and give it a go. Just go ahead and leap into it, see what happens. There you have it. I mean, it's good energy. I can't help but wonder what you're leaping away from, because it must be pretty hectic and pretty chaotic, or you wouldn't be this willing to jump into this transformation. However, I'm proud of you. It's a good thing, right? So your energy today looks brave. That's what I'll say, brave. Ready for a change, no matter what that entails, it looks like. Okay, that's what I have for Gemini. Okay. Okay, now we're up to Cancer. What do I have for my Cancers today? Okay, come on. There we go. Let's see. For Cancer. Okay. We've got the Chariot, Temperance, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, Cancer. So the focus today is on Temperance. So you're being asked to exhibit a huge amount of patience in a situation. So on one side I have the Chariot, which is your card, you're standing in your power. And on the other side I have the Eight of Cups. So both the Eight of Cups and the Chariot are speaking of moving on, you know what I'm saying? Of this is exiting a situation, and this one is just forward motion. And these, well, at least the Chariot is very fast forward motion, right? I mean, the Eight of Cups could be slow. So I feel like you have made up your mind and you realize that you are needing to leave a situation or a way of thinking. You know it's time to go. It's time to move on. It's time to, you know, get this ball rolling. You need to get away from something so that you can move forward in life. But I feel like with the Temperance in the center, that right now, as much as this Chariot's trying to push forward, I feel like you're staring it down, telling, you know, trying to take your time. So I think there's something that you are definitely preparing to exit, or you've made your mind up, you know it's time to exit a situation. But you're definitely dragging your feet, is how this looks, you know? Not because you think you're going to be able to change the outcome. That's not what this feels like. It just feels like you're not quite ready yet or something. So your energy today feels like maybe you're trying to bask in, almost feels like you're trying to make memories or bask in the feeling of still being involved in this before you have to leave it behind, something like that. I do feel like your mind's made up. It just looks like you are stalling, that's what we'll say. I think you're stalling. Okay, so your energy today is reflective, maybe, but you are moving forward, it looks like. Okay, that was Cancer. Alrighty, here we go. This one's for my Leos. Leo. Okay, let's see. I got Leo. Alrighty, we're looking at the Hangman, the Lovers, and the Magician. Boy, it's like a Major Arcana extravaganza today. Let's see what we get here. Okay, Leo, what are you doing? Okay, the focus is on a love situation. So there's some sort of a love situation that seems to be surrounded by a great deal of confusion or uncertainty right now. On one side, you have the Magician. The other, you have the Hangman. So what you're telling me is that you're stuck. You're trying to manifest, or you're manifesting what you want, but right now it's not getting going or something because you're stuck. Everything feels stuck to you today. Even your manifestations seem to feel stuck for some reason. I will say I don't feel like you're going to stay stuck. So I feel like today's frustrating to you because you want things to happen right now, or you want it to happen yesterday, or you feel like you've already invested enough time in this, you want it to pick up the pace and go where you want it to go. And that does not appear to be happening today, so there is definitely a level of frustration here. However, I do get the feeling that this is getting ready to start moving, whatever this is. What I can't decide is whether you're trying to pursue this love situation or disband it. And when I can't clarify that, then that kind of means to me that there must be a 50-50 split, right? Some of you are trying to get out of something, others are trying to get into something. The stuck energy is very, very frustrating. I will say that, okay? All right, so for Leo, I think today is a day of frustration. That is the overall, yeah. Actually, it feels highly frustrating. I don't know. Normally when I see the Hangman, it means somebody's, stuck in some way. And normally I think of it as a cop-out because I don't feel like people are really stuck. But for some reason in your situation, I actually feel like there is something here that is preventing you from being able to get traction on something or get something moving the way you want it to. I don't think it's permanent. It's very temporary. But for today, it feels incredibly frustrating. So maybe you go to bed early, right? I don't know. That's what I got for Leo for today. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Alrighty then. Virgo, last but not least. In this late grouping of these. Here we go. Oops, I got a card that's not even in here. Lordy be. One more. Okay, here we go. Get everybody in there. Okay, this one's Virgo. Virgo. Oh, Virgo. 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 Okay, what do you get, Virgo? Alright, I got 3 of Pentacles. Ouch. Okay, the High Priestess. And the Emperor. Okay, Virgo. Alright, so you have, the focus here is the High Priestess. The High Priestess to me is pretty much the keeper of the secrets, or needing to lean into your intuition. You're presenting here as the Emperor. Okay, so you are very sure that whatever it is you're thinking is the right way to think. You're very sure that whatever you're doing is right, and you are very unwilling right now to compromise. Period. That's how I see this. And I think Spirit's telling you to relax that a little bit and listen to your intuition. Maybe your intuition's trying very hard to tell you something and you aren't listening. It has to do with the collaboration. So I have a feeling that there is some sort of I don't feel like this is a new group of people, but I feel like it's a group of people that's been thrust to the forefront in your life for some reason. Like they were somewhere in the background, now all of a sudden they're in the forefront of your life. And your intuition is trying to tell you something about this situation here that you need to hear, you need to listen. And you're being like, nah, I know it all, I don't want to listen to it, or something like that. You need to listen to it. Get grounded for a minute and try to really listen to the voice inside your head for a minute, okay? Because there's something going on here. There's some kind of secrecy surrounding this collaboration that you just need to be made aware of. I'm not saying it's altogether negative. I'm just saying it's something you need to be aware of. Okay, that sounds kind of ominous, but that's what I got on that one, Virgo. Okay? All right, that is what I have for all 4 of you today. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best day you possibly can. If you get a chance, can you tap the like, share, follow, leave a comment, any of that. It helps me a ton. Helps me with this algorithm thing, whatever that is. If you're looking for a private reading, just send me a message. You DM me. I'll get you the details. We'll work it out. I'll never reach out to you first. If somebody does, that's not me. That's a fake, a phony, a fraud, whatever. Not me. Okay? All right, you guys. Have a good day. Thank you.